Alright, so in this problem, we have how many moles are in 43.4 grams of ammonium perchlorate. Now, I've been trying to teach you in class to first off determine whether you're going to need things like molar mass or things like Avogadro's number when you're doing a conversion. And one of the things I told you to do was to ask yourself if you see a term in the equation or in the question for particles. Now, I don't see the word particles, I don't see the word atoms, formula units, molecules, ions, whatever. I don't see any word like that, so I know I'm not going to need Avogadro's number here. But I do see grams. And when you see grams, that should indicate to you that you're going to need the molar mass. And where do we find the molar mass of anything? Off the periodic table. So I go to the periodic table and I look up the molar mass of each one of the elements in the compound. Well, there's one nitrogen, and each nitrogen has a mass of 14.01 grams. Probably don't even need to put the 1, but I will since I did for the first one. And I'm going to add that to 4 hydrogens times the mass of a single hydrogen in grams, and put grams there. And 1 chlorine. Again, I'll keep it consistent with the rest of the problem. Off the periodic table, 35.45 grams. And then 4 oxygens times the mass of a single oxygen's molar mass, 16 grams. And I'm going to sum all that up, multiply it out, and multiply, add everything up, and we end up with 117.50 grams per mole. So basically that means that for me to have 1 mole of ammonium perchlorate, I would need 117.5 grams. Alright, so that's going to be our conversion factor that we're going to need for the problem. So I go and I set up my conversion bracket. I'm trying to find moles of ammonium perchlorate, and I'm trying to find out how many moles are in 43.4 grams of ammonium perchlorate. Go ahead and put the formula there. Alright, we set up our bracket system, and we know we're going to cancel out grams, so grams is going to go on the bottom. And we're trying to find moles. Moles is going to go on the top. Well, I need some sort of conversion factor, and that's exactly what I have right here. In 1 mole of ammonium perchlorate, I will find 117.50 grams. And my grams are going to cancel. I look to see what I'm left with here. Looks like I'm left with moles. I go over here. Moles is what I want to find. So I'm going to either multiply or divide. Well, I have a number in the numerator position and then 1 over 117.5. So this is a denominator. So if I'm going to simplify this, it's going to be 43.4 times 1 divided by 117.50. And when I do that, I'm going to round my answer to 3 sig figs. I get 0.369 moles of ammonium perchlorate. And there's my answer. Now, why did I round to 3 sig figs? Well, ones don't count. They're infinitely significant. They're exact. My molar mass has 5. My given value is 3. So I go with the least amount, which would be 3 sig figs and 0.369. Now, we want to make sure that our answer makes sense. For me to have 1 mole of this stuff, I'd need 117.50 grams. Well, I do not have 117.50 grams. I only have 43.4. So I would expect my answer to be less than 1 mole. And it certainly is 0.369. So that's how you do a standard gram to mole conversion.